Hello everyone, welcome to this Vihasa workshop, the value workshop, and it's a very bright morning. Before we begin the session, let's sit in silence for a minute. You may like to sit at a place which is at a silent zone where there is no one to disturb you all for the next 2 hours. Feel comfortable wherever you're sitting, on a chair, on a sofa, or on any couch. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Just feel your muscles relaxed. And as you continue breathing normally, say to yourself that I am ready for the next 2 hours to explore something new, something unique, which will possibly have a lot of paths getting unfolded. Okay, so again, sit relaxed. So I would like to welcome all of you all for this Vihasa workshop. Myself, I am B.K. Praful, a volunteer at Brahma Kumaris. And it's very interesting to see that all of you all have joined this session. So today it won't be a session where, as in, we would be doing a lot of value-added activities. So before we go ahead into the detail of the session, let me introduce myself. We have a couple of facilitators joined online. So we have Anu from Canada, we have Dr. Manoj from Pimpri, we have Sister Kosha from Mumbai, and myself, Praful from Pune. So let me quickly introduce myself. I am Praful. By profession, I am a chartered accountant, and I am associated with Brahma Kumaris since last 17 years. And the value which I like the most is simplicity. I feel that simplicity is something which can win anybody's heart, and with which we can be more modest and acquire or learn anything which we want to. So with this short introduction, I would request the other co-hosts, mainly Anu, Dr. Manoj and Kosha, to introduce themselves as well. Thank you.
Anu, you are on mute.
Hello, Om Shanti. Welcome, everyone. My name is Anu. I'm saying hello from Canada, Vancouver, to all of you. I'm appreciative, Anu. I appreciate every moment of life, and that makes me flow with life easily, lightly. By profession, I'm a research scientist, contribute towards discovery of medicines. I'm very excited to have you here today. That will go through values together. Thank you.
Kosha Behin wants to start.
Yes. Om Shanti, everyone. My name is Kosha. I'm an independent artist, illustrator, and creative consultant by profession. And I'm affiliated with the Brahma Kumari since the last 6 years. And Vihasa is a very fun workshop, and I hope that we all can have fun together and really get into being more positive by the end of this session. The value or virtue that I choose today is tireless. Thank you. Over to you, Manoj bhai.
Okay, thank you, Kosha Behin. At the outset, let me thank incorporeal God, whom we bade pyar se call Shiv Baba here in Brahma Kumaris. Hope I am audible.
Yes,
And
Manoj.
yeah,
You are.
thank you. And then we are all the instruments, starting with Praful Bhai, Anu Behan, Kosha Behan. They have all introduced themselves. Myself, I am Manoj. I am from Pune, Pimpri Chinchwad. As Praful Bhai was very specific, Pimpri. So I can say Pimpri. And I specialize in kidney problems in children. That's called a pediatric nephrologist. I'm attached to a few hospitals, that is KM Hospital and Jahangir Hospital in Pune and Bombay Hospital in Mumbai. And I also work as a professor. I give my services there at DY Patil Medical College. We will be starting this workshop. And as you can see, all of us are introducing with a value. So I think my value is, I feel, responsibility. The moment a sense of responsibility comes in, I consider it a very important value, because if a person is responsible, he can take his decisions more aptly and more clearly. Right. So with this, our introduction is over. Now we can see almost around 31 participants, including all of us as well. So quite a few have tuned in. I can see a few co-facilitators also. I think Alpa Shah is there, who I know probably. Then Geeta Goel is there, and I think Preeti Madan Vijay. Anyway, so let me not take the names of people whom I know. For essentially this workshop, I would like to introduce now, but before that, I'll just seek the permission of Praful Bhai. Is it okay to start, or we need to wait for a couple of minutes? What do you suggest?
So thanks, Manoj Bhai, for the introduction. I think we can start. And all the members, I would request you all can feel free to keep your videos on. At present, we have muted the audio, but eventually when we come into the sharing mode, we will allow you all to unmute yourself. And yeah, if you need any help in between, if you are not understanding, feel free to drop a chat on me, on my personal name, on the chat window, or any of the facilitators who have introduced themselves right now. So you can see our names appearing as co-host at the top of the participants list. So yeah, and as we go ahead, we'll also give you all some more tips or instructions how to go on with the workshops. So with this small note, I would request Dr. Manoj to get us to the introduction of today's session. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Praful Bhai. And with all these few housekeeping, before we start any session, it is good to know a few housekeeping rules. I'm sure all of you are using Zoom in some way or the other. It can be a bit challenging when we do this sort of meeting. We'll try to face today's challenges and try to work on them together with you all. So let me start. As you can see, the first slide on the screen is, values in healthcare, a spiritual approach. That's the acronym what Vihasa stands for. You can see it's a small sapling in the hand. As you can see, there is a very prominent person, a figure, a spiritual leader. She's Dadi Janki, a very old, 104 years old now. And she's late now because she just left the mortal coil, the mortal body, March this year. She is the one who has been instrumental in taking this program, or rather devising this program and getting it to India. And under her name, there is a foundation. As you can see, it's written below her photo, the Janki Foundation. To add, it is a foundation which works for spirituality in healthcare. So as you can see, you would be wondering, there are not many doctors in the audience, I can see from the participant list, but don't shy away. It's not only for healthcare professionals. This program, though it started with healthcare professionals, but it has gone on to encompass all the professionals. Because as I go through a few slides, this is Mindwell, the only first lecture which I'll be giving, which will be around 10 to 15 minutes. So pardon me for that lecture. Why I'm saying pardon is because Vihasa, we don't give lectures. We are never in the lecturing mode. We are in the facilitation mode, where myself, Anu Behan, Praful Bhai, Kosha Behan, all of us are just facilitating. In the sense, we are not your teachers. We are not come here to give you any knowledge, because all of you are knowledgeable, you are mature enough, and you all are working at different posts in your own field. but we are just there to help you to churn on values which are there in life, and just to give you a little bit of what we call in Hindi dhakka start, so that your gadi starts, which means it is your life journey. You are the driver of your life journey, and you have to take care of your life. We are just there to help you and facilitate you. So that's the meaning of facilitation. So let me just go to the next slide, Anu Behan. This program, what is this program? Let me tell you. It is basically a personal, as you can see it's written, a personal and team development program. So there are two aspects to it. We'll be covering in a modular way. I'll tell you what modules we cover, but whatever we are doing, it's basically trying to uplift my morale. Let me give you a brief background for people who are new to this, that how this program Dadi Janki inspired the people to do. This program, you all are very lucky, it's an international program. We have Anubhan from Canada, that's international. But the true international meaning I mean is, this program was developed in London when Dadi Janki was serving. She served from around 1972 to 2007. So many, around 35-40 years she was serving in London, UK. We have our international headquarters over there, though our international main Indian headquarters is Mount Abu of Brahma Kumaris. The main coordinating center for all the international activities is London, UK, where Dadi Janki closely was associated with Jayanti Behan, who is the European director at the moment, and she is instrumental for all the centers of UK, Europe, and Middle East. So there, Dadi Janki was once admitted to the hospital in the NHS, National Health Services. It's a free service given for all the individuals in UK. I know it because I have worked over there. It's a fantastic system. So she was admitted once with a little bit of chest infection. I mean, the moment we say chest, सब लोग आजकल COVID के लिए डर जाते हैं, but it was way back many years ago. So don't worry. It was nothing about COVID at that point. And then the doctors and nurses came for the round, and she saw that the doctors were asking her, hello, how are you? But the way they were speaking to her was not something coming from really inside. It was just on a superficial external level. They were giving a plastic smile, how are you? And that's it. So she felt that there is something lacking. You know, she is a person, if you have interacted with her while she was in the body, she can really look at you, give you a bit of drishti and sense what is happening in you, because she is the lady who's also labeled as the most stable mind in the world. So, I mean, if you come in her contact, she can immediately know what's happening inside you. So this is the way she guessed about what those doctors and nurses were going through. Basically, healthcare professionals go through a lot of stress, mental stress, physical stress, and now with the COVID-19, I'm sure all of you agree to this because they are the frontline warriors. And not only about the basic fear which is there that they will get the disease, that physical fear is all, the physical thing is always there that I will get the disease, but it's basically a fear factor which has also creeped up in the profession now, along with many other challenges which medical professionals face. So there she approached a team of people who are called psychologists, psychotherapists, counselors, spiritual healers, doctors. So it was a mixed group of people. We don't have the photos of this. Next time we'll try to get them. Those people were approached by Dadi Janki. She told them that you have to do something for them. You have to do some seva, kuch service inke liye, so that these people also start becoming intrinsically happy. And along with the plastic smile which they give, let them also have an internal smile. Let them be internally happy. So this was the way this program began. It began in around, it was around 4 years. In 2004, these all these, as I told you, those people, the group of 8-9 people who sat on this, and around 4 years they came up with this book, which is in front of you. This book is our Bible of values in healthcare, what we say Vihasa Bible. And it is a modular program. So it is a very structured program. We don't budge away from that. There are many exercises which we go through in detail. So today, thank you all of us for joining and giving us this opportunity to share with you all these few exercises. And mind well, this program runs as a full day session from 9 o'clock morning to around 5 p.m. with lunch breaks, tea breaks in between. So it's like almost a 6 to 7 hour interactive session with you all, no lectures except for the first one, which I'm giving now. So it's a bit challenging that in the Zoom meeting to cover so many exercises, but I would want to give you all a glimpse of that by today. And so today I'll take a bit of more time on the first lecture because people are new, and then we will be going on the exercises. So we'll have around say 1.5 left for the 1.5 hours left for the exercises. So we'll see how many we can cover. So Anuben has already pushed me in a fast forward mode. She's already put the key principles over there. So the first key principle here of this, there are 3 key principles, remember, in Vihasa. And I'll be covering this again and again as we go through the exercises. So the first key principle is physician, heal thyself. Now again, don't fret on this word, oh, we are not physicians. When the physician word comes here, it basically means you are your own physician, which means you are your own healer. So try to heal yourself. So don't think of other people. Today's session is on positivity. Try to just, whatever exercises you do, try to instill in yourself that value of positivity more and more through various exercises. We all of us are positive, we know, but living in these tough circumstances, in the negative circumstances, what people have created and what viruses have created also, we tend to go in a negative mode soon because the vibrations outside influence us. So we'll try to heal ourselves by various exercises. You'll see that. Coming to the second key principle, which is called learning through what I would say FEL. If you're taking notes, you can write it down. FEL, that is facilitated experiential learning. So it simply means that we will be learning today from each other when we sit in groups, interact with each other. And it is an experiential learning. That is, the learning takes place from each other's experience. Can we just go back one slide, please, so that the key principle 3 is not shown? So I would just like to touch upon this because when we sit in groups, for example, if there's a doctor sitting with another non-medico, so doctor feels, "Arey, inko kya pata? Humko pata medical life mein challenges kya hote hain." So that's not a very good approach. That's a completely non-appreciative approach. Remember, our approach in Vihasa is fully an appreciative inquiry approach. So write down these 2 words also. It's called AI, appreciative inquiry approach. So no wonder a non-medico person will not know about the medical challenges, but he or she will definitely know about his or her own personal challenges in life and any professional challenges also if he's in some profession. So we have to respect every individual who is with you in the group. We have to respect what he's sharing. We have to respect that his challenges are something which he has faced, and what he's speaking from his experience. Because I remember in one of my Vihasa sessions, I was actually paired with a Mataji, with a mother, with a, what you call a housewife or a homemaker. And I really felt, oh, what can I share with her? And she just started crying, she was just sharing some life experience where she was constantly crying. And it is not in my sanskar, I can't see people who cry. I was telling her, why are you crying? And then I realized I can't be doing that with her because it is something she's saying it from something which has touched her heart. So when people speak to each other, be very sensitive to people's emotions because they are speaking from their heart. So like that, if you have this attitude of learning from people's experience, you'll really enjoy Vihasa. Otherwise, sometimes we have these inhibitory thoughts, which if you create, even the person sharing in front of you also will start feeling inhibited and may stop sharing. So try to be open with each other, be in an appreciative mode, and make sure that everyone's experience is unique. So just learn from that experience. Okay, next key principle is whatever you learn from here, please make sure you use it. Because in medicine, we say, if you don't use your muscles, you tend to lose it. Either you use it or lose it. Your muscles will become atrophic over a period of time. So this is your moral muscle, what we call, or your mental muscle, your mental makeup. So यहाँ पे तो अच्छा लग रहा है, everything is fine. It's a Saturday morning, all of you are free, lockdown है, कुछ काम नहीं है बाहर का, as it is, it's a weekend. But now when the lockdown opens, or when you just go out for shopping, you park your car somewhere or your two-wheeler somewhere, and then you're reversing it. Someone bangs you from behind and gives a big dent on your vehicle. So it's a very terrible situation to be in. Having done Vihasa and you immediately come out and go out in this, at that time, can you remain positive? Theek hai, jo hua, acha hua, a bit challenging. Can you maintain your calm? Can you not try to be upset at that time? Make sure that your state of mind remains the same, that healing which you had done through Vihasa, can you practice that? So it's a bit challenging. I'm not saying you can do that in day one, But the key principle 3 relates to that whatever you learn from here, you have to take it back to your personal life and work life so that you remain calm in the situations always. Next slide. These are all the modules which we'll be covering. It looks a very busy slide, but exorbitant values. You can see the module which we are doing today is the third on the list. We tried to do this module because we felt everyone needs positivity in life nowadays. So let us start with positivity and then we'll cover on to that. Mind well, if you're taking notes, write down all the name of the modules. I'm kidding, you don't have time to write down. So you can just have a glance, whatever module you want to pick up later, let us know in the feedback later after we finish positivity. And Praful Bhai, thanks to him a lot because he was very keen on doing all these modules repetitively, maybe either once in a week or once in 15 days. We'll see how it matters for all of us. I mean, how much of time we can give each other, so that you really become a good Vihasa trainee. And then once the lockdown is open, then we also have all over India Vihasa facilitator training programs, where we have seen the trainees who themselves do all the Vihasa modules. They really feel so empowered and enriched. So that like they feel so empowered that they want to take it back to their work life. They want to do it in their hospital setting or in their professional setting, wherever they are working. So we have got a chance to do this in many tertiary hospital setups, also in many medical and dental colleges all over India. So that's a different story because I don't have those slides. We may cover it sometime later, but just to tell you the impact of Vihasa. And I think we are going through challenging times, lot of negativity because of COVID. So this is the need of the hour, where we need to do all these modules sometime or the other. Next, please. Now, quickly, the last slide, which we will be telling you, for any training session or any workshop, we need to use some tools. As you can see, there's a big list of 7 important tools. I would really want you all to ponder on each of this. I'll be doing it with you all soon. Meditation simply means taking care of your mind. Medi comes from the word Latin word medere, which means to heal oneself. So as we said, the basic principle of Vihasa is to heal. So meditation will really help to heal you by taking care of your mind, by taking care of what you're thinking constantly. Now it's exactly 9:26. At this moment of time, what are you thinking? Are you really thinking is bore ka lecture kab khatam hoga? I'm just kidding. But it all depends. This is the concept of mindfulness. It is very much practiced now in UK and US. But it is basically an ancient Indian concept whereby mindfulness means take care of your mind constantly. Come what may from outside, my state of mind should not be affected. And I should be so empowered that I start affecting the situation outside rather than getting affected. Second is visualization. As you can see, an eye is shown over there, but there's a lot of difference between visualization and imagination. Imagination means something which you are doing from your in dreams, which are really not true. Whereas visualization, we say, is from the third eye of wisdom, which people say. And in Brahma Kumaris also we teach that the soul resides here. Therefore, it is the third eye which is important. And it is a very important tool which is used in sports medicine for sports professionals, so that they excel in their sports, so that they come first. And visualization is always positive. It can never be negative. So I think today it's a very important tool, that whatever you are visualizing in future, don't visualize the stock market it's already down, it will go further down. Don't visualize that your income would be low as it is because after the lockdown pata nahi kitna pay karenge. So don't visualize things which are not good, which are not creating a good sense of feeling inside. Visualize good things and that will just happen. This is the power of visualization. If you visualize something with your third eye in a highly positive and empowered way, it starts happening, because we are what we think. The third tool is reflection. Simple enough. We'll be giving you exercises and we'll be asking you to reflect, which means go in your life experiences in the past and see those. At this moment, that is a past for you, but through your third eye, go inside and reflect on that. Manan chintan karo, vichar karo, simple enough, and come out with some sharing. In the middle, we have the fourth tool called appreciation. I already touched upon it, that all these sessions of Vihasa are in the appreciative mode. Please make sure that this appreciation we'll be covering that in the exercise today, but I would like to touch that appreciation is something internal. मैंने आपको बोला appreciation use करो तो आप करो, वो थोड़ा सा बनावटी हो जाएगा. It will be something मजा नहीं आएगा. So what you have to do is you feel like it is something from you, it is coming out, and genuinely then you appreciate the person. And I'm sure we have a beautiful bunch of people around. We have beautiful groups. We'll be giving beautiful names to that. मैं अभी सब वो फोड़ने नहीं वाला हूँ, secret थोड़ा भी तो रहे, so that you can enjoy it later. So beautiful names to your groups we'll be giving, and there'll be beautiful people around. So अपने आप appreciation निकलेगा, आप लोग चिंता मत करो. So it is just being an appreciative mode. वो एक आपसे प्रार्थना थी. The next 3 tools, listening. The difference between listening and hearing is very evident. I hope you're listening to me or you're hearing me. I hope you're not hearing, you're listening. Listening is something on a deeper level. It is something with full of attention, not only your brain, but it is your heart, which is listening to me. And with full of your attention so much into that, that you start healing the person emotionally. So, you know, that's a very important tool we use in medicine as well, or particularly psychologists and even counselors, psychological counselors use this tool. They will sit with you for 1 or 2 hour sessions. They will listen to your entire Ram Kahani, whatever you're going through in your life. And when someone listens to you, you start feeling very better. इसलिए कहते हैं ना कि दुख बांटने से घटता है, इसलिए आपका कोई दुख अगर सुन लेता है तो आपकी healing शुरू होती है. So listening is a very important healing tool, rather, I would say. And last 2, creativity and playfulness. I won't go in the details of creativity. Because we don't get time. I mean, Zoom is not a portal to do creative sessions physically, but whatever you're reflecting, that you can creatively visualize also. So everything in Zoom meetings, the good thing is everything is sukshma. It's an internal work which you are doing. So people can be very creative when you are doing internal things. Creativity simply means trying to create something. रचनात्मकता, कुछ रचना करना, and we say it is a function of the right brain, whereas the left brain, which is thought to be more of a logical brain, intellectual people use more of the left, and the creative people like artists, singers, dancers who are in this profession where they show their skills, their artistic skills, they are more creative. Though we won't do physical creativity, but don't worry, we'll be doing a lot of mental creativity activities. The last activity today which we'll do is a little bit of mental creativity, where you have to do some appreciation gifts for each other. Anuben will explain you later that. Lastly, playfulness. Again, playfulness is thing which we can't do on the Zoom, but again, that is physical playfulness. You can always be playful inside. So there we go. I think I would like to end here because I've really taken a long time, I feel. But facilitation, I think I already covered. It is something to make things easy for you. आपकी गाड़ी को start कराना, आपको help करना. वैसे भी lockdown में मैंने भी देखा है अपनी गाड़ियाँ चलती नहीं है because 1-2 हफ्ता चलाए नहीं है. तो we need to give it some धक्का. और उसके बाद then थोड़ा सा raise करना पड़ता है and then चलती है. तो वो raise फिर आपको करना है. आपकी गाड़ी को धक्का हम जरूर देंगे. चाहिए तो थोड़ा raise भी कर देंगे ignition पे. वो choke लगा के. But it is your life journey. You have to drive it on your own. So with this, I would like to now pass on the introduction. Now we'll be doing a proper ice breaking, which Anuben will guide you. So over to Anuben. Thank you for a patient listening, all of you.
Thank you so much, Manoj. Thank you very much for the introduction. I hope you all are ready for doing some creativity and playfulness a bit. But for that, it's good if you open up your video. It's like we are together here doing this workshop. We shouldn't be strangers to each other. If you can kindly open your video. And great, I see. An exercise that will make us know each other, right? So it wouldn't be just simple telling your name because it's value workshop. What we want you to do is there are alphabets, the letters I will pronounce, I will call out the alphabet, and whoever's first name starts with that letter, you raise hand on video or on computer, whichever is easier for you. And if there are more people, I will ask one after the other. What you have to do is not only say your first name, but also say a value if possible with the same letter, a value that is close to your heart, or you feel that is in you, or you like it. I hope it's clear. The letter that your first name starts with, you have to also find a value that starts with that first letter and say it. Like I said for myself, appreciative Anu. So I love to appreciate, I love to see everything in that sense of there is something good in everything, and that helps me greatly. So maybe we can start. You all are ready? Yes. Okay, great. So, okay, let me start with Praful Bhai. You will keep an eye.
Sure.
Who is raising hand, right? Okay, let's start with L. L. Anyone? L? Raise hands.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me.
Should I?
Sure, yes, go ahead. Great.
Yeah. This is Leena Kasat. I'm a psychotherapist residing in Mumbai. And my value is actually responsibility. But then when you say I should mean the value starting with my alphabet, then it goes as loyal.
Okay, great. Loyal Leena, welcome. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you for being here. Anyone else with L? No? Okay, how about M? M? Please raise your hands. We see.
Madhu, you can maybe.
Okay, Madhu, can you speak?
Medha, it's Medha.
Medha, sorry.
Medha.
Yeah. Actually, Medha here, Om Shanti. Actually, my value is love, but as you said, that should begin with your first alphabet. So, mindful Medha. Thank you so much.
Great, mindful Medha. See, I made you think, right? With my first alphabet, right? What value comes that I like? Very good, Medha. Thank you. Welcome. There is more M. How about Mukund? Mukund, you want to speak?
Yeah.
So say a value starts with M or any other value and your name. Please introduce yourself.
Yes, I am Mukund, and value from my alphabets means finding moral from everything.
Sorry?
Finding moral.
Finding moral in everything. Okay. That's good. Very good. Thank you, Mukund. Moral Mukund, welcome. Anyone else?
Sorry to interrupt, Anu Behan.
Yes.
If they feel, all of you, if you all feel it's difficult for you all to find out a value starting with your first alphabet, you can just say whatever value you like. As you already have said, many people have said. So don't worry about that. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so whatever is easy for you. Okay, so we are done with M. How about A? Anyone? A? No one with A? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, Anil, please speak.
Yeah, I am Anil from Pune. I'm a pharmacist by profession, and my value is attitude.
Attitude. What kind of attitude?
Attitude itself is a positive. So, what
Positive attitude.
towards yourself, towards your colleagues, towards the society, need help from you.
Great. Yeah. Thank you so much. That's great. Yeah. Welcome, Anil. How about Alpa? Yes. Sorry, need to unmute Alpa. Ala.
Yeah, I am muted. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Om Shanti. I am anesthesiologist and pain physician in Mumbai, and my value is actually compassion, but I will say appreciation, appreciative appla.
Okay, appreciative. There are two appreciative now. Apala. Welcome, Apala. Thank you. Someone else? No, no more A, na?
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ashwini.
Yeah. Myself is Ashwini. I'm a student. I like applauding and appreciating people. So, applauding or appreciative, both.
Okay, applauding and appreciating. Great. Ashwini, welcome.
Thanks.
Who else? Who else? There is Ayush. Can you speak, Ayush? Okay, is it Ayush?
Yes, hi.
Hello, Ayush.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
My name is Ayush and my value is ethicalness.
Ethical. Okay, ethical. Great. Ethical Ayush. Welcome.
Thank you.
Abhijit? Speak, Abhijit brother? No, it's okay.
Aditya.
Aditya. Someone unmute her. Okay.
Yeah, hi. Actually, that's my son's name. I am logging in through his account, so it's coming as Aditya, but I am Nupur. So for me, the values that matter a lot is compassion and sensitivity and being true to yourself, being, whatever you are, I would say karma matters a lot to me, that whatever you are doing, you should do it truthfully and do justice to it.
That's great. Yeah, there's so many values you said.
Of late, I don't know, this karma thing has kind of taken over my being.
No worries, no worries. Let's see how positivity can change that. It will change, right? So compassionate Nupur, welcome, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we'll move to R.
Morning,
who is it? Go ahead.
Raj Chetri.
Morning, I'm Raj from South Africa.
Can you say again? We couldn't hear.
Yeah, morning, I'm Raj from South Africa.
Hello.
Okay.
My values are respect and compassion.
Respect and compassion.
So Raj, you said you're from South Africa.
Yes.
Oh, so it's a truly international meet. So there's one from South Africa. Great. Thank you.
Great. Welcome.
Anuben, we can move a bit faster. Anuben, we have to move a bit faster. Yes,
okay.
Please. Yes.
Rachna.
Respectful Rachna.
Respectful Rachna. Great.
And all of you all, I would request to tell the place where you all are from.
So Rachna, where are you from? Sorry?
Pune.
Pune, Maharashtra. Pune.
Okay, Pune. Welcome. Welcome. Rachna. Who else for R? Please come up.
Rahul here.
Rahul. Okay, Rahul.
Good morning. I am from Noida.
Noida.
So my value is reflective, being reflective. So reflective Rahul.
Okay, reflective Rahul. Great. Welcome. Who else for R? Yes.
Hello, I am Ritu. I'm Ritu from Punjab, and my value is, in fact, it is compassion towards my fellow beings, but from R, I am responsible as well. So it's responsible Ritu.
Okay, responsible Ritu. Welcome. Thank you. Are we done with R? So now
Rupali, is she there? Okay,
Rupali?
Move next.
Okay. So, okay, Rupali, speak.
She's not around, probably.
She has raised hand.
Yes, I'm available.
Okay.
Yeah, real Rupali. Real Rupali.
Okay. Real Rupali. Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Let's move to S. There are so many with S. Let's start. Sheetal.
Sanjay. Yeah, hi. I'm sensitive Sheetal.
Okay, sensitive.
I'm from Pune.
Welcome, sensitive Sheetal.
Yeah.
I am Sanjay, supportive Sanjay from Pune.
Sanjay from Pune, great. Who else?
Supportive.
Yeah, supportive, great. You will give support to all.
Yes.
That's great. Continue doing
She's
it.
raising her hand.
Okay.
Yes,
Myself Sakshi from Pune. My value is sensible, helpful, faithful, enthusiastic.
Great. Helpful, faithful, enthusiastic, Sakshi. Welcome. Thank you. Then Supriya.
I'm stable Supriya. Stable Supriya. I'm from Pune.
Pune. Okay, great. That's great. Welcome.
Thank you.
Who else? For S, Sandeep. Yes. Sandeep, you are muted, but okay. You can speak now. Something not right. We can't hear you.
Maybe we'll take the next.
Okay.
To save time. Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? For S? No? About K? Let's move to K. Who is for K? Which?
There is Dr. Sheetal Dharmadhikari, which is S. So are you there, Dr. Sheetal Dharmadhikari?
Can't see. Okay.
Right.
Are you there, Sheetal? Dr. Sheetal? No?
No worries, Nick. We'll take the next one, which you said.
Okay, Khushbu. I can't unmute her. Okay, great. Okay, Khushbu, you can speak.
Yes, so the value I relate to myself is kindness. Kind Khushbu. Om
Great.
Shanti, everyone.
Om Shanti, kind.
And Anuben, Sandeep Bhai has written to me. He says he's Sandeep from Pune. His values are sincerity and simplicity.
Wow, that's beautiful. Sincerity and simplicity from Pune. Great. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you, Khushbu. Very beautiful. Kind Khushbu. Welcome. Anyone else for K? There's an iPad. What's your name? We don't know. We have to raise hand. So there is no one else for K. Kosha. Yeah. Okay. You said it already, right?
I usually go with kindness too. So I don't know. I haven't thought about it. So maybe you
No
can go to the
problem.
next.
Kind Kosha. There is one more. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, sure, Kosha. How about G? Geeta Kumar. Dr. Geeta. Would you like to speak, Dr. Geeta?
In the meantime, Girish's iPhone.
Hey, Girish. Girish.
Okay.
Yeah.
My name is Girish. I am a sales professional. My value is go-getter. Set the goal. Perseverance through obstacle also.
Okay.
I think we can now Anuben pick people because
we are almost
there are Bhavik Bhagat.
Yeah, Bhavik. Yeah, I saw that. Okay, Bhavik Bhagat. Can you speak?
Okay, Ayush Kumar. Oh, he already said, sorry.
Yeah, he said.
BK Aruna.
Who?
BK Dr. Aruna.
Aruna didn't speak. Yeah, Aruna. Dr. Aruna.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So what's your value?
My value is honesty.
Honesty. Very nice.
Honest Aruna. Where are you from, Aruna?
I'm from Faridabad.
Faridabad. See, we have people from North India as well. Wow, that's great. Okay, thanks to Zoom and thanks to the lockdown.
That's right. So
Okay.
who haven't spoken, please?
Yeah, Shubham Gaikwad. Shubham Gaikwad.
Shubham. Hello, Shubham. You want to speak? Shubham.
Okay. Sanjay Jagavkar.
Okay, Sanjay.
Okay, Neeraj Upreti. Neeraj Upreti and Rachna.
I think Sanjay was speaking, na? He already said actually, right? Good. Oh, Neeraj.
Neeraj Upreti, is he there?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Neeraj.
Hello, I'm Neeraj. I'm from Faridabad. And
okay.
My value will be, let me see, which one is this? Actually, I joined a little late, so.
No worries. Any value that comes to your mind, then you can say. Otherwise, it's okay.
Purity is this, but there is like
purity, fine.
Yeah, purity is
and
good.
What is your profession, Neeraj?
I am into software development.
Software developer. Okay, great. So, Neeraj, right. Thank you. Welcome. Shubham Gaikwad is there now? Or he's still in the waiting room?
He's still in the waiting room. That's what it showed.
Okay, Kosha can just quickly tell us if anyone is remaining from the list. Anyone wants to raise hand?
I think everybody mostly spoke. Yeah, raise hand.
No. I left.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, I'm Dr. Dipti Shah. I'm a homeopath from Mumbai, and my value I relate to me is dedication and usefulness.
So dedicated Dipti, great.
Usefulness, great. Yeah.
There is someone else from D as well, Dattatreya.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Myself, Dr. Dattatreya, but I am civil engineering doctorate, not actual doctor.
Okay.
That's okay.
I'm working in MMRD as a chief engineer in Mumbai, and my value is positive attitude.
Okay, positive attitude. There
So
you
we
go.
have quite a few from Bombay, almost 3-4. Good.
Okay.
I'm just going through the list. If anyone, I don't want to miss anyone on purpose.
Rupali, I think Rupali, you didn't speak. Rupali? No, she spoke. Real Rupali, I think.
Okay, so Shubham Gaikwad has said he's an engineering student and he's just joined in now. So his value we can take later. Or you want to type it down or tell us something? What was Gaikwad Sandeep, no? Shubham, sorry.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sandeep. Sorry, I was just late.
That's
but
okay.
So I just don't know. So what I want to speak. So I don't know anything right now.
Okay.
Just a value about yourself which you like.
Value about me. So one thing is that I love to help others. Whoever is in my side. So So I love to help others, whoever it is.
And where are you from?
So I am from Pune.
Pune. Okay. Thank you. We go on to Sandeep Deshmukh. He's pending, I think.
Sandeep spoke sincerity and simplicity.
Okay.
Yes. I think only
anyone else
There's
listening,
Ashwini from Calcutta. Someone wrote on the chat. Ashwini from Calcutta. Is he or she there? Yeah.
He spoke too.
I have
yeah, good.
I
Oh,
have
you spoke.
spoken
I'm
only.
sorry.
I just
I'm
tell
sorry.
my
Okay.
CT name because before you didn't mention, so I wrote down in chat. Thank you.
Okay, fine.
No
Okay.
worries. I think only Dr. Geeta didn't speak. If you are still there, want to speak, please do so. Otherwise, I think we got everyone's name.
Dr. Vasant Sharma has raised his hand.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
You have to unmute yourself, brother. Yes.
Yeah, I'm from Jaipur. My value is value yourself. Value oneself. Your value yourself.
Okay, valuing self.
Great.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. So, yeah, now maybe Dr. Surekha from Nagpur, Nupur.
Is it Dr. Surekha Rathod, whom we know very well? She's a facilitator.
Maybe not. So look at this. From all over the world, these many values are together, sitting here to go through the positive attitude, learning or reflecting on. It is amazing. So now maybe everybody can mute themselves, or we can mute everybody. Okay, Bhavik.
So Bhavik, you can just quickly type your value as well. What value do you appreciate about yourself?
Okay.
Okay, fine. I wasn't audible. So I'll just pitch in. So as you can see, these are all the different values which we haven't taught you all. It is there intrinsically, your values which you like. And even I'm learning from this. I didn't know go-getter was also a value. So see, I'm also learning quite a few things from you all. So everyone will learn from each other something or the other. Even a new value which I found is real. You know, being real, being yourself is also such a good value, not trying to be someone else. So that also is a very good value. And I think Kosha is still typing emotion something, being emotional. Is it? Okay, so something emotion.
So someone, Bhavik said his values are emotion and compassion. So compassion we had already
So
covered
rather, I
earlier.
would say, yeah, so being emotional is something. Rather than that, I would like to say being sensitive is a value, probably, hope so.
Okay.
Well, so this is a beautiful list of values we have.
Beautiful, actually. So remember your values as we'll go through this session. I think
So can
it's time
we
to
move on
move.
to the exercise now? Or
Yes.
you want to say anything, something?
I think we have to move. Yeah,
Okay.
right?
Okay, so thank you, Anubhen. So now let us keep, what do you call, getting go, something like that. Get going with things. Okay, that is also another value, going ahead. It's been 9:55, pata hi nahi chala, 1 ghanta kaise ho gaya. So can I ask all of you that you all are going to be there till 11 at least, right? Because I'm constantly tracking the number of participants. So you might as well be there. Okay, just kidding. So let us start with the first activity of the module, positivity. So you can see in front of you, it's a slide. I don't know why the words are not seen clearly, or maybe you can enlarge it a bit. I would request all of you all to, all the participants, you know what happens if all of you are in the on video and on audio state, the bandwidth goes down and then things can be a bit difficult. So all of you are requested to keep yourself in the mute stage and let your video also be off for the exercises. We'll automatically unmute you and unvideo you when we want you all to interact with us in the main room. So we'll start with positivity. All of you all know, I won't be going through the slide. All of you all very well know, you all can read it for yourself, that positivity is very important. You need that in your life. Because the most important advantage physically is when you think positive, you start secreting good hormones in your body. And those good hormones tackle the negative stress hormones. And so just to give you an example, there is something called endorphins and enkephalins. These are the good brain hormones, which are secreted also when someone does exercise, just a physical exercise, just a little bit of gymming or yogasana. So this is just a little physical benefit, but there are n number of benefits of being positive. So as you can see, I would just like to take the last 3 questions. So are we able to think positive, or is it an option for us? Like, do you think that in any situation in life, we always have 2 options, either to think negatively or think positively? So do you feel that it's an option for you, or you should always be thinking positive? That's your lookout, that you have to churn on that aspect. The second thing which I'll be introducing shortly is what are the benefits of being positive? And I think the third question is a repetition of the first. So can we just move on to the next slide, please? That's the worksheet on benefits of being positive.
Yeah, just one second.
Okay. So in the meantime, I can just tell you what is the WHO definition of health. I'm so happy that I'm glad to have a few doctors in the audience. So if I can ask any doctor, if I can just pick up on you all, what is the WHO definition of health? I think there was a doctor from Bombay. Let me take the anesthetist, Dr. Alapa Shah, right? What is the definition of health? If you don't mind sharing it.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Manoj bhai, I would like to unmute back.
Yeah, sorry, I got it. You're audible.
Yeah. Okay. So, according to me, health is not only physical. Health means the body and whatever disease you have, but it is also mental well-being. So it is a totality and some sort of spiritual. So I see it as a whole. Not anybody with a physical illness has mental and spiritual issues also. So you have to deal with everybody as a whole, not just the physical ailment. That's my thing of health. Totality.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I think Rahul Garg, Rahul, did you introduce? Was Rahul introduced to the session or he was there? I don't remember.
Yeah, he introduced. He's
Yes,
from
he
Guru.
was there. He was there.
He was there. Okay, so Rahul has properly he's written a state of complete physical, mental, emotional, and social well-being. So great. So he's covered all the 4 aspects. So now that the slide on, Anuben? Yeah, great. Thank you. So what you have to do is, in Vihasa, we go through every exercise in a very structured manner, as I told you. So I would request all of you all to be with me on the same page now, the page which is in front of you and also mentally on the same wavelength. So first we'll ask you all, we'll just go through the slide first and then we'll go in the activity mode. So first, give yourself a few minutes of silence, sit in silence with yourself. Go through some of the situation, not some, rather one situation in your life where you, despite things happening negative around you, you were highly positive. Whatever situation it could be, either your personal life or professional life. So recall such a situation where despite things being very, very difficult, you were highly positive. So after that, after you do that, then you have to sit down with again yourself and make 4 columns as we discuss the physical, mental, social health and your spiritual health. So I would just like to allude to things if things are not clear for you all. Physical health, you know, everything something to do with your body. Mental health is to do with your mind, which is your thought process, your thinking and emotions. So how being positive will influence these things. The third is your social health, which is your interpersonal relationships. Your relationships not only at home with your spouse or your kids or your parents, but also with your relationships in your professional circle, with your seniors, juniors, with your colleagues, so on and so forth. So that is your social health. And finally, what is the benefit of being positive on your spiritual health? Here, quite a few people sometimes get stuck because they really don't know what is the spiritual health. So spiritual health, if I would want to just sum up, is like whatever is your belief system about God, or whatever religion you practice, whichever religion you practice, or any spiritual organization, for example, if you belong to, or you practice any meditative, any sort of meditation. There are so many different forms of meditation. So the question is, what is the benefit of being positive on that aspect of your health? That health aspect which becomes, or which makes you more grounded to yourself, which is your spirit, your soul. So what we'll do now is, we will, if possible, play a little bit of soft music for a couple of minutes. Don't read the other parts below that after D, that is the job later. So first you sit in silence yourself and think of that difficult situation in life or negative where you were still highly positive. So it's beautiful to have silence which is golden. So just churn on that. And I'm sure all of you, in your mind, you have that situation now. So now, with having that situation on your conscious layer of mind, it needs to be on your conscious layer so that you can constantly look at that. It has to come out from the subconscious to the conscious layer. And now with that situation, difficult situation, now you are positive, you know that. Now for yourself, sit with yourself 3-4 minutes or maybe 5 minutes and write down these 4 columns: physical, mental, social, and spiritual. No discussions for the moment. We'll give you 4-5 minutes. This is a self-reflective activity. Anubehan, I just wanted to say that the next slide could be all those group names, appreciative angels and all that. If you can, next slide after this. So let it be, I'll tell you when. Okay, thanks. Okay, so someone has very kindly written done. Thank you so much, whoever that is. I'm not revealing the name. So we'll just give because some people are fast, some are a bit in their own mode. So we'll give a couple of minutes and then we'll tell you what to do. So just be with patient for a bit. Yeah, you can continue the music, whoever that was playing. Was it Anuben or?
I'm playing, yeah, from outside. Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep playing it, yeah. Okay, so it's been almost 4-5 minutes. Quite a few people have written. You don't need to submit this for evaluation, so don't worry. How much you have written, that is perfectly fine. And if you feel that some columns are left incomplete, you can always fill it up when you are sitting in pairs now with each other, or rather a group. We'll be trying to make a group of 3 or 4. So I just wanted to ask Praful Bhai, we are around 38 participants. So you would want to do around 38 divided by 4 roughly, right? So 4, 9, 9, 10, 9 or 10 groups. Is that okay? 4 in each?
Manoj bhai, I have already created 8 groups and we have
8,
distributed
okay.
participants.
Great.
Yeah.
So I was just wanting to know what are the names of the groups. So if you can just show the group names, either Anup
Sure.
or you.
So before moving on to group, would you like me to quickly tell how would?
Yes, please go ahead. So now I would like Praful Bhai to give you a few instructions on what we are supposed to do further. So there you go. Go on.
Yeah, sure. So as far as instructions are concerned, Manoj bhai, I would like you to tell like what exactly needs to be done in the group.
So
I will
I will
just mention the technical details. Yeah. Please go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You go ahead with the technical details, and
Okay,
then I'll
let
tell
me.
you.
Yeah, sure. So Manoj bhai will shortly mention what we need to discuss in the group. But before doing that, since most of us would be quite new with the Zoom groups, I would just like to quickly run through what will happen in the next course. So there will be a message appearing. We will try to directly push you in the groups, but in case if that does not happen, a message will come. The host is inviting you to the room, and the room name will be given. So here it's like breakout room. There will be different names which I'll be shortly displaying, and you need to hit the join button. In case for some reason you're unable to join the group, or you are by mistakenly thrown out of the group due to internet connectivity, or you yourself do that, just double tap on the main meeting screen where you're seeing this slide, and there will be a button appearing, join breakout room, and then you can join your respective breakout room again. So do not worry in case if you leave by mistake, you can just double tap and join back. Once you join the breakout room, you will have all the access just like you have for the main room. Now we all are all in the main room. We are around 38 participants, and when you go into the breakout room, there will be 3 or 4 participants in each room. So it will be easy for you all to interact and discuss. In case if you need any help while there into the breakout room, there is a small button over here. You can just click here, and Kosha, Bhen, myself, Anu or Manoj, any one of us will join you to assist you. But probably that may not arise because Manoj bhai will mention the instructions clearly what needs to be discussed. But yeah, in case if needed, you would like to hit that button. And the last screen, if you click the leave button on the top right, which again I won't recommend you all to click, because you will be automatically returned to the main room. But for some reason you want to come to the main room, if you hit the leave button, a message box will appear, and it will ask you leave the return to main room or leave meeting. So make sure that you click the first button, leave to main session, because if you click the down one, you will be directly thrown out of the meeting, so you won't be able to enjoy the other exercise. So in case if you want to leave the main room after discussion, you can just hit the leave button and select the first option. And this is the last slide. So there will be reverse countdown of 60 seconds once the time is over. So Dr. Manoj will mention you how much time we will be given for the discussion. So as soon as the time is over, I will start the countdown on all of your groups. So once the countdown window pops up, no need to return to the main room. You can continue the discussion and give it a logical ending, so that it becomes a great closing. And then after 60 seconds, automatically you will join the main room. So don't have to worry. It is just an indication that you need to wind up your discussion. So before that, I will quickly like to show what all groups you all are into. I hope you all can see my screen. So these are the group's appreciative angels. So you can see the group member names. I won't read out the names because that will require time. Second group
We
is
can't
beautiful.
see. I'm
We can't see, the slide is not there.
Okay, you can't see that name. 1 second, I'll again share. Are you able to see now?
No.
Okay, okay.
Not yet.
So no worries. I think
Maybe you can just read out the names.
yeah, I'll read out the names. Okay.
I
So
have the slide. If you stop sharing, maybe I'll put up and you speak.
yeah, you can put the slide on.
Actually,
And I'll read out the names. So the first group is Appreciative Angels. Over here we have Apada Shah, Dr. Vasant Sharma, iPad, and Shubham Gaikwad. You all four will be in the Appreciative Angel group. Second group we have Beautiful Butterfly, wherein we have Lina's iPhone, Manoj, Ritu Ahuja, Sanjay. So you all four are into the Beautiful Butterflies. Third group is Compassionate Carers. There we have members Bhavik Bhagat, Dr. Sheetal Dharmadikari, Mukund, Rupali, Sandeep. Then the next group we have Flying Farishta, where we have Aditya, BK Sakshi, and Medha Jere. Then we have next group Fragrant Flowers, where we have Dr. Aruna and Dattatreya Tube. Then we have Happy Hearts, where we have Ashwini, Rachna Agarwal, and Sheetal. Then we have Intuitive Ideas, where we have Ayush Kumar, Supriya, and Neeraj. We have Loving Lights, Khushbu, Nupur, Rahul, and Raj. So these are the group names. It's okay even if you have not noted down the names. As soon as you all will be moved into the rooms, you all can see the group names at the top. And it is important to know the group name, because when after you come to the main room, Dr. Manoj will call out for the group name and one of you all would have to present the sharing. So it is important that you identify a group name, which will be appearing on the name of on top of your screen in case you forget. So with this short introduction, over to Manoj Bhai, who will now let us know what we need to do into the groups once we break out. Thanks.
Yeah, so thank you, Praful Bhai. It was like आपने कभी देखा है इतना सारा आपको समझाया जाता है ना? So he's one of the best person. I was attending a Zoom session before some time, and they just broke us out, and then we were just lost what to do. So I'm sure you all are not lost. You all are very much here. And from the participants list, I can make out if someone is lost, you all just tend to leave the meeting. It is still 38 count. So mind well, you all are being watched. And yeah, some meeting nahi hai, it's a personal one-on-one attention. So make sure you all be around till 11 or maybe 11:30 if I can take the liberty. Well, so if we can just place that again, the same slide, benefits of being positive, just share that one, Anubhain, because that mentions what they have to do.
Okay.
If you can get it. In the meantime, I'll just tell. So you all have come out with a little bit of masala, physical, mental, social, and spiritual. So now what we have to do is all these eight groups, there are around 3 or 4 in each group. We'll be breaking you all out soon in next few minutes. What you have to do is when you are sitting with each other, in the breakout rooms, you can either see each other also, along with the audio and video. You have to listen to each other also. And make sure that when one person is speaking, the remaining 3 or 4 are listening to that. So remember that, because sometimes it can be a bit chaotic if everyone speaks. And if you feel that if you're showing the video, your audio is becoming a bit disturbed, so you can try to switch off your video. So anyway, that is, you all look out how do you all want to interact in groups. But in your group, you have to share your thoughts with your partners and consider the benefits on these 2 lines. And remember, one of you has to be, I would not say a spokesperson, but volunteer. What you can do is whatever is the summary of your group on the physical, mental, all those 4 columns, that summary you have to, when I ask you for sharing after 10 minutes, then you have to give us that sharing. So then we'll be coming in the main group again, as Praful Bhai told you all how to come in the main group. And then we will, on a whiteboard, you know, we have a virtual whiteboard also. So whatever you say will be encrypted or will be written on the whiteboard. And then, so it's no more like a real, real meetings are no different from virtual meetings, I feel. So on the whiteboard, then we'll discuss all these benefits of being positive. So I hope I'm clear. And your group names are fantastic. Abhi group names सुन के थोड़ा अच्छा लग रहा है कि मैं appreciative angel हूँ, मैं flying farishta हूँ, मैं वो साधारण breakout room 1 या 2 नहीं हूँ. Okay. So don't worry, even if you don't know you are in which group, don't panic, don't disturb your state of mind, be in a highly positive state. And automatically, I think Praful Bhai, abhi the next, after with the next click, all of you will be in the breakout, that particular room.
I
didn't
would
want to say
say,
break. So that,
I'll just
yeah.
want to add that please try to keep the video open when you discuss. Only if the internet is not supporting, then you can stop. That is nice if it can be done. Just I wanted to highlight that. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, no problem. So we can do that, and I think your time limit is around 10 minutes. 10 minutes should be more than sufficient for you all to sum up. And remember, one volunteer has to be there. So please, you all decide. We are not picking up on who has to. You all have to decide who will be speaking for that group. Okay, all the best. So Praful Bhai can just.
So it's now 10:20, and on my watch, so 10:30, we'll again meet in the main room. And as I mentioned, you'll get a 60 seconds countdown, and you will be automatically transferred. So no need to worry. So here you go. I hope you all have taken screenshot of the slide what is appearing, because once you all break out into the rooms, the slide won't be there, or you all might have noted down on a pen and paper what needs to be done. So with this, I'll be breaking out you all to the room. Just make sure that you are on the presentation screen and not in the participant screen, because if you are able to see the slide, that means you will be able to join the rooms, not otherwise. So all the best. Have a nice discussion, and meet you
Praful,
in
please
10 minutes.
let me know my group name again. Praful, my group name, please, again.
Nupur, can you hear me? Nupur, your mic is not working, I believe. Yeah, Nupur, can you hear me? Hi, Nupur. Which group you were from, Nupur? Do you remember?
Loving lights.
Loving lights. Okay, I'll move you over there. Okay, the discussion has already started. So on your screen. Is there a message coming on your screen? Just see join breakout room and you'll be able to join. So yes, Koshavan, how is it going? Hey, Koshavan, how is it going?
It is good. So I was in the first meeting and I started it off. Then I went into appreciative angels, but they are
Mm-hmm.
doing pretty good by themselves. So maybe if you want to put
No,
me in
no.
another.
Only if there is a help button raised. I'm moving you all around different groups.
Okay, okay.
So appreciative. Actually, what happened is like again, we should create the groups just before 5 minutes of the
Yeah.
main thing, because what happens if people keep on coming and going? Now some groups just have 2 members and some groups have
Yeah,
5
yeah.
members.
I know.
So
I
and when we have so many groups, we can't really
manually.
reassign on the spot. So that is one
Yeah.
challenge. But okay, we are learning. Matlab, even I am learning
Yeah,
each
yeah.
time.
It's good.
So let's see how it goes. And so far so good. But yeah,
Yeah,
when it comes to
I
time
think it's
management,
going
it's
good.
really many things to learn and many things to plan. So let's see. We can definitely have that feedback
But
thing
in
later on.
Vihasa, though, I've noticed that happens. That people sometimes people are
Yeah.
enjoying the exercise so much. Oh, someone's
Hello,
I mean,
are you there?
yes, Manoj
Both of
bhai.
you? All three
Yeah,
of you, Anu, Kosha, and Praful.
Anu Ben is not here. She is still in a
Okay, no
breakout.
problem. So it's okay. It's there. See, they are enjoying, and all of them are
Yes,
sharing. I don't know why I was also in one of the breakout room. Are you all also
so
in one of
was
the
I.
breakout room?
I
Yeah.
was,
So
but yeah, I was
You
in
left.
two of them actually. I was in the first one, then I got called into another one, and the second one was doing fine without me. They had already finished
yeah. So
discussing,
Manoj
so then
bhai,
I left.
yeah.
Yeah.
Manoj
Bolo.
bhai. So the thing is that whenever a breakout room is created, other than the host, everybody is moved into the breakout rooms.
Everybody. No
So as
problem. That's okay.
co-host,
I got it.
what should be done is immediately you all should exit from that room, or you all
Oh,
should
okay.
not join.
Okay.
And whenever
No
a
problem.
help, yeah, it's okay if you all join also. And whenever a help icon is raised, then I will move you all to the room where they really need us.
And I think
So
10 minutes are already over, but I just wanted to tell you something that ये
Ashwini,
discussion
are you
और
done discussing? Ashwini, I can see you. Sorry.
Yeah, I have done
And
discussing, but from our group, Happy Heart, Sheetal Didi is going to mentor us. Like she will proceed ahead because she have jot down all the points on behalf of us.
okay.
I think she's in the room only. She haven't left the room. I don't know why.
It's okay.
Because
She
Okay, so I can see
yeah, we have
Rachna
completed
Agarwal.
discussion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachna ji
And
was
Vasant
also there
Sharma,
in our
Dr.
room.
Yeah, thanks.
Dr.
That's
Vasant
okay. You all
Sharma
can.
seems to have left the meeting only actually, and he had joined again. He was in the waiting room, so I admitted him.
So Dr. Vasant, do you remember which group you were in? If you can unmute and maybe mention, I can assign you that group. We still have a minute.
Value
Okay,
of the
anyways, the time is up. I think we need to
Yeah, I
invite
think we
all
should
to
call
back to the
everyone
room.
back.
Yeah.
hello, Om Shanti. I'm there.
Okay.
Valuable Voyagers, I think I was there.
Okay. Yes.
So for a minute, I think everybody are just joining. And yeah, once everybody join, then we'll continue.
Okay, Praful bhai.
Yeah.
मनोज मटकानी नहीं नाम मारा ना मैं डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था ना अरे आरण में वो मनोज मटकानी का है मनोज का है
After we return from breakout rooms, it automatically mutes us. So people are returning. The discussions were not finished.
Okay, so now we are all in the main room. Welcome all, and I request Manoj Bhai to take over. Thank you.
Okay. All of you are back to me, listening to me, had fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. So
Made new
many
friends.
people were saying, अरे मनोज मतनानी लीव हो गया, ये हो गया. अरे वो होता ही रहता है. कोई लीव होता है, कोई आता है, कोई जाता है. Doesn't matter. You don't have to break your head on कौन आ रहा है, कौन जा रहा है. So you know, Zoom थोड़ा challenging इसलिए होता है. But despite all this, were you able to maintain a state of mind which was positive?
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay, I think only many people are laughing. That's good. So if you're laughing means you're positive. Very good. Okay. So what we'll do now is, अभी आप लोगों ने जितना भी एक्टिविटी किया है चिंता मत करो. कभी कभी कोई रूम छोड़ के चला गया, वो बेचारा स्पोक्स पर्सन होने वाला था, वो चला गया. Now it is 10:34 almost. Now we have 8 groups. So if all of you all start sharing from each group one person, your sharing will really take a long time. So what I will recommend is, Koshaben has to start writing also on the whiteboard after this. So you can see in front of your screens now that we have 4 columns. So I would request one group at one time only to cover one aspect. Like for example, if I start with appreciative angels, the spokesperson or the volunteer has to tell me, देखो आप लोगों को हमें किस्से कहानियां नहीं बतानी है, आपको सिर्फ वो benefits बताने हैं, because मैंने कई जगह पे सुना, the group which I was in, कि आपको अपना experience share करना है. You don't have to share your experience, नहीं तो फिर हमारा meeting कभी खत्म ही नहीं होगा. So you just have to tell us the benefits of being positive on those particular health. So I would like to start with appreciative angels. Can you just, whoever is your volunteer, physical health के benefits बताते जाओ. So I think Praful Bhai has to mute all of them, and then the group
all
which
those who are
is
not
supposed to
speaking,
share.
please mute. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're also speaking, all of them. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So अभी सभी लोग muted हैं. So what you all have to do, अभी appreciative angels अपने आप को unmute करेगा जो भी उसका sharing करना चाह रहा है. Only that spokesperson will unmute him or her. Appreciative
Okay.
angels. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would like to add point there is you must appear calm when you are positive. The first thing is that you will be calm. And the
Okay, so
second,
calm comes in mental health. So you are calm. Okay, so just write it in calm in mental health. Yeah.
and the
May I know
second is,
which group are you in? Who's sharing the name, please?
so my name is Shubham Gaikwad and I am from Appreciative Angels.
Okay, because your video is off and you are from Appreciative Angels, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I can see you now. Okay, thanks. Yeah, continue.
Yes, sir. So here, as in summary, that ma'am is a doctor, so she said that it is a life and death situation. So you must be always positive. So that will help in physically that you will have no anger, then there will be no nervousness, and the
Actually, okay, hang on. I'll also interrupt. So when you say no anger or no nervousness, you have to say a positive word for that. No nahi sunna hai. So anger ka opposite kya hoga? You can decide.
Okay. That
Kya hoga anger ka?
Peaceful.
Peaceful, perfect. So mental health mein you will be peaceful, perfect. And nervousness ke bajaye kya hoga?
Always positive.
Okay, good. So okay, so हम actually positive का ही effect कर रहे हैं. तो अगर हम nervousness के बजाय क्या होंगे? Confident लिख सकते हैं. Confident mental health पे, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine, yeah. Anything else you had since you are taking mental health? So आप और mental health के ऊपर कुछ बोलना चाहोगे और कोई benefits?
Yes, sir. That whenever
No worries.
Maybe
I will win. That is the thing. I will win. Definitely.
Brother, we can't hear you very clearly. Can you, maybe if you turn off your video, then your audio will be clearer. Maybe it's a network issue.
Okay, Shubham, are you there?
Some background.
Yeah, now can you
Maybe
hear me?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
better.
we can hear you.
Then the second point is that whenever I enter, I will be successful, 100%.
Okay, so successful is also a mental health or social health. What do you feel?
Depends on what is successful about.
Very
The
true. In
mindset.
English, it is, you can just say depends and it can come anywhere. So it's fine. It is mentally also a successful and socially also you can be successful. So it can come both ways. So you can add social health there also. Yeah, perfect. Should we move on to the next group or you have anything else to add in any of the columns, Shubham?
Well, in mental,
Repeat.
Mental health, these are the points that we have written.
Okay, you've written everything.
Okay.
Okay. So we can go on to the next group, beautiful butterflies.
Hello.
Yeah. So is it beautiful butterflies?
Lena, are you talking because you are on mute? Huh.
Is it okay?
Yes. Now
Yes.
it's fine. Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. So physical level पे your immunity increases, you're healthy and
Yes.
happy.
Okay, so please go a bit slow. So please write physical immunity increases. Second thing you said was?
You're healthy and happy.
Happy. So happy is in mental health. So physically healthy, you're Lena, right?
Yeah, physically
Yeah, so
healthy.
physically
and then,
healthy. Yeah, so physical health में तो वापस healthy नहीं लिखेंगे. तो physical health पे क्या benefit आता है? Immunity बोला आपने एक. Anything else on the physical health?
because one of the participants who shared, she had a pain and then that pain subsided.
Okay, good. So your pain, alleviation of pain.
Decrease in the pain, I think.
Yeah, so elevation, decrease, same words. Okay, next.
Okay, and mental level pe is peaceful, courageous, compassion.
Okay. So courageous and compassion has to come. Okay.
And confident.
Confident, which is already there. Compassionate can also be a part of spiritual health. You are compassionate towards people. Actually, mental health and spiritual health always overlap with each other. So, but compassion can also come in spiritual. Okay.
Yeah.
Any
and
other benefits?
Social health is mutual understanding.
Very good. Mutual understanding.
Relationship is better. I think that's the same.
Yeah.
And the final one is belief in God, increase in the belief in God, and increase in the belief in in your destiny.
Great. Good. Thank you. So now we move on to the third group. So anyone can help compassionate carers. Who's the volunteer from there?
Yeah, this is Bhavik.
Yeah, Bhavik, a bit louder. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we discussed actually, instead of 5 of us, only 2 of us discussed. But anyway, I mean, from the physical health, we agreed that, health is better. So we are able to maintain proper health. I mean, in the worst situation also.
In what way? In what way is your health better? If I can just be very specific.
Better in the sense, yeah, I personally had issue on my physical health, but in spite of a worse situation after that, I was able to maintain my health better. And I had a kidney transplant issue, and then lost job, but still I was able to maintain my health.
Okay, fine.
Because I was being positive that whatever is happening is good.
Okay.
The belief system, I strongly believe that drama is good for us in whatever.
Drama, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, drama.
Yeah, so that's okay. So it's a BK word, no problem.
Yeah, I am BK since last 18 years. So
That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, so Kosha is just explaining that drama is like everything happens, whatever happens accurately, and everything happens for the good. So it improves your spiritual health. Okay. Any other aspect you want to say, or that's it?
On the mental, social, I would say compassionate, and on mental front, calm and compassionate.
Both of them are there
On
already.
social,
Okay.
yeah, already there. So in social, I again say compassionate.
Okay, so yes, okay, you can be compassionate in relationships also. Yes, you have to be fine.
Relationships, yeah.
Okay, good. Where are you from? I forget.
I'm from Pune.
You're from Pune. Okay, fine. Thank you for your sharing. Thanks. Now we move on to the fourth group. If anyone can just help me, I just forgot. Anuben, you have the list in front of you. Flying Farishte. And after that, fragrant flowers be ready.
Who is the spokesperson for Flying Farishte? Would you like to start sharing, please?
Actually, we could not finalize on a spokesperson. Anilji, can you please speak on our behalf if you're hearing?
Why don't
So
you
it's
only...
okay. Exactly. Anyone can share, yeah. So you can only share, please.
If he has more points, he'll add later. You can just start sharing whatever you all discussed.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, the thing was we all discussed our experiences. We could not come to the physical, mental, social, and spiritual points.
So
frankly
do you
speaking.
think y'all can, do you think you can pick up points from whatever y'all discussed? Like whatever experiences, there must be points, no? Like how
So
you
be
put it.
spontaneous, and whatever experiences you all shared from that experience just right now, you can just tell me one or two benefits for each aspect, or at least two aspects.
Being positive, I think in one of our group members, this thing in the physical aspect, it helped in speedier recovery of a surgical condition that he had gone through.
Okay, so wound healing would be good, speedy recovery, speedy wound healing, fine.
Yeah.
And that can also come in mental health, because you can also
A
recover
healthy
fast. You can heal yourself. So healing fast. Okay, faster healing in mental health. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Next.
And
anything on social and spiritual?
Sakshi also wants to say something. Sakshi, do you want to add something? Were you in this? Yes, please add something.
In physical health, personality. Hello?
Okay, so personality comes more
Am
into
I
mental,
audible?
but yeah, you are audible. So it can also be physical personality. So we can write personality in both places, physical and mental.
Sakshi, your voice is breaking. Do you want to
I think you just off your video. Off your video. Yeah, now you can speak. Yeah.
So that the network's better.
Concentration.
Yes, that is mental health.
so in the social health, it was that one is
And
more
in
receptive to people, and
expectations are over, and unconditional love is we can.
So again, we would not say no expectations. We will say unconditional, or we will say unconditional acceptance. Just acceptance. Okay.
Yeah.
Something, and after this, Sakshi, you were saying about spiritual something. You know.
Self-realization, like.
Okay, good. So self-realization badega. Okay, so that will be in spiritual. Right. So we move on to the next group. Thank you for your sharing. We move on to now fragrant flowers. Was this flying farishte or fragrant flowers?
It was flying farishte.
So this was flying farishta.
Yeah. So we move on to fragrant flowers now.
Yeah, Om Shanti.
Yes, Shanti, go ahead. Yeah.
It's physical health. We can maintain our habits, the good habits we were doing. If we stay positive, we can easily maintain them.
Good. So maintaining good habits. Like what example? Which physical habit
Like
you want to maintain?
someone discussed that yeah, like someone discussed that they were able to exercise because they were staying positive.
Hmm.
And
so exercise, yoga.
then mental health, yoga.
Okay. Mental health?
Then in mental health, one can take better decisions
Okay.
if they stay positive and they focused.
Yes.
They
Good
are
words. Better
enjoying.
decision making and focused. Correct.
They can enjoy also whatever situation is.
Enjoy all situations, right? And do you feel
And they-
focused and better decision is because of good mental clarity? So can we add mental clarity over there? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Clarity. Okay. Okay, good. Anything on the social and spiritual aspect?
Social, if one stays positive, then people start coming to them for solutions. They become a type of guide.
So you're a solution maker for people. Good. So you can resolve their problems. So resolver or solution maker. Yes. Next.
There is not any tug of war between people. If you are
So which means
positive.
opposite word uska kya hai? Harmony. So harmony mein rehte hain.
Harmony. Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah, harmony.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And spiritual health?
Tolerance and patience
Yes. Wow.
increase.
Yes.
And
So
there is also persistently one can do the work. Because if one gets negative, then they cannot continue whatever they are doing. So persistence also increase, and they can connect to the higher self easily, or you can say cosmic energy, God, if they stay positive,
yes.
or if we stay positive.
Yeah. So I think even tolerance and patience, if you are in your relationships also, you can tolerate people and be patient. So that can come in social and mental also both. But it is a very good sharing. Thank you. I think any other two groups remaining, I forget their names. Anubhain, if you can just remind me.
Yeah, the name I'm not sure, but the Sandeep, Dr. Sandeep was there. Maybe
Dr.
you can
Sandeep's
share.
group is which? Yeah, if you can just tell us, share.
Khushbu has raised her hand.
Okay.
Happy Hearts. Happy Hearts.
Hi, this is Sheetal from Happy Hearts.
So there is one more group we have to look at. That is
So Happy Hearts can for the moment share. Yeah, continue Happy Hearts.
Yeah, so on behalf of my group, I'll share the positive points in the physical health is nurture immune and reduce the stress. So it is staying fit and get going.
Physically fit, okay.
Yeah, nurture your immune and reduce the stress.
Okay, so instead of saying reduce, so we say de-stress the body and de-stress the mind.
Stress
Okay?
free. We can also say stress free. I'm from the same group.
Right.
Sorry for
Stress-free.
interruption. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah. And then for the mental health, I would say be fearless.
So be courageous is a good word.
Yeah.
Okay, so fearless oblique courage, no problem. Yes.
Yeah. For the social health, it is stay connected.
Okay, so connectivity improves, like internet connectivity bhi ho sakti hai.
It is basically the connectivity between you,
No,
your family, social world.
I'm just taking it in a lighter way, so it's fine here.
Can we also include in mental health depression free, like people, if people stay calm and positive, so they can they can be far away from depression, because nowadays
so
it's
free
very
from all
prevalent in
mental
our
illnesses.
society.
Yes.
Yeah, right, mental illness.
All right, that is perfect. And spiritual health, anyone wants to add?
Spiritual health, it is strong belief and being compassionate.
Right, so strong belief system and being compassionate. So we already have compassionate and strong belief system. Okay, and I think the last group, someone reminded me, thank you, it was intuitive ideas. Yeah, so last sharing from there.
Connected to the world, once get connected to the surrounding or world more, because if we remain positive.
Okay, so cosmic connection. Yeah, there's loving lights also. So we'll just ask intuitive ideas to share first, followed by loving lights. So intuitive
Most of the
ideas,
points,
someone?
yeah, Supriya here. Most of the points have been covered. Still, I would like to add in physical health, we become more energetic. And also it is like we get a better sleep if we are positive enough throughout the day. We get a better sleep. In mental health,
yeah, sorry. So Kosha just good. Okay, next. Sorry, go ahead, Supriya. Yeah.
okay, in mental health, we are more stable. Stability of mind is experienced. Secondly, we are more solution oriented, and because of that,
Rather
we
than,
are. Pardon me.
So you're more solution oriented rather than what?
Problem
Problem
orientation.
oriented.
Yes.
So solution oriented. Perfect. That's good.
Yes, yes, and that helps us to be more cooperative with other people.
So
Even though
cooperation. Yes.
yeah, cooperation is the value that we experience. Okay, satisfaction, because the way we are thinking, the way we are interacting with other people, it brings a lot of satisfaction for the self.
So satisfaction can come in mental health and also contentment in spiritual health. Extension
Right.
of satisfaction.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So
yes.
contentment in spiritual health, satisfaction in mental health. Yeah. Kosha Ben. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Anything else? Yeah.
Yes, for spiritual, I would like to add improved self-esteem for the self. Like, because we are handling the things in a better way, it definitely improves our self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Okay. Fine. Okay, good. And the last group, thank you. And the last group is Loving Lights. Anyone wants to, who's your spokesperson?
Hello, this is Khushbu
Yeah.
on this side.
Yeah, go on, Khushbu. Yeah.
From Loving Lights, I would like to share that on the physical front, we are more active and it enhances our efficiency overall.
So active and more physical efficiency. Though efficiency
Yeah.
can be mental also, so it can come both ways. Okay, next.
On the mental front, we open up to new ideas and we stay light.
So innovative ideas and lightness. Yeah. Okay.
It also gives us an ability to see the situation in the right way, the way it is.
I think that's a spiritual perspective. So to look at the situation in a right perspective, from the right perspective.
And go to the root cause.
And go to the root cause. So again, trying to seek a solution to the problem. Okay, so again, solution, and so go to the root cause. Very good.
Our relationship also remains intact if we are more positive. I think this comes in social health.
Yes, intact relationships. May I know who's speaking?
Yeah, Ashwini from Happy Hearts.
So you're the same group like Khushbu? No, it's a different group.
No, different.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's okay. So relationships are intact. Okay, good. So
And delay of and it also delay the risk of memory loss also.
So memory loss, very good. So Alzheimer's, dementia, memory loss goes in physical health.
Yeah, and that is psychological and physical well-being.
Okay. So are you able to grab up Kosha Ben?
Yes.
Catch up with what?
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. So I think there are more mental and spiritual benefits rather than physical. Great. I don't think any other group is remaining.
Actually,
I have one more point to add.
Okay.
Yes, please go ahead.
Being positive also helps us achieving stuff, be it on the physical front or the mental front. It helps you reach your goal and be more focused on it.
Achievement towards your goal.
I just want to add, I'm not sure which group is it, Sandeep and Bhavik, because I was there and they didn't share if they want to add anything. Please.
Yeah, what is the name of that group? Sandeep's group?
I'm not very sure myself.
Okay, fine. Anyway, so
no, that's
I think
compassionate carers. I already shared my feedback.
Okay.
Yeah, you already shared. No problem. That's fine. Thank you. So I think we can just mute all of them again now. So as you can see, this is a big list. And it's all you all have come out with so many benefits on each aspect of your health. So perfect sharing. Now I would just want to have a word of caution here. Don't worry. It's nothing to worry about. This is all still mental level in the sense it's all what we call हमने सोचा, reflect किया, एक दूसरे से बात किया, we listen to each other, and then on the paper you can see Kosha Ben has put up all this. So we really know there are immense and so many benefits of being positive, but very important, are we able to remain positive? That is a big question mark, because sometimes we say, "Arey kya kitna positive baith ke sochun, mere sath to negative hi hota hai." So now this activity was all about reflection and listening. These were the two spiritual tools you all used, right? You all were listening to each other in the group and also in the main group, and also you all were reflecting constantly. So now we move on to the next activity, is that how can I really maintain that decorum inside of being positive all the time, come what may. So there is something which I need to counsel myself, something which I need to do with my mind. And the most important solution for this is meditation. So what we have to understand is that though we know the benefits, but we are still not able to apply the benefits because we have not worked on ourselves. We have not worked on our mind, on a mental level and an emotional level. So what we will be doing now is, I would request now Anu Behan to take us in a nice meditation on positivity, which will be for the next 10 to 15 minutes. So all of you are requested to kindly bear with us for the entire meditation, because it's already 11 o'clock now. So the meditation will take the next 10-15 minutes, and then we'll do a small closure. So sorry we have extended our time, but I'm sure you all are enjoying the session. I can still see 38, bang on 38 participants. So thank you, no one has left. So I'll just move on to Anu Behan now. She'll help us to empower ourselves to remain positive in every situation. Over to you, Anu Behan. Thank you.
Okay, relax yourself, all of you. Everybody mute yourself. Sit, relax your body, both feet firmly on the ground, both hands. I check my breathing. It's slow and steady. As I focus more on my breathing, I feel my breathing calms down and settles into a gentle rhythm. I breathe in, I breathe out, and any noise around in my room, I try to put it aside, focus on my breathing. As my breathing is gentle and slow, I focus on my thoughts. What am I thinking? I'm sitting here relaxed, and slowly I'm getting absorbed into the silence around. And if any other thoughts come of any situation, people, or any task waiting, I again choose to put it aside. I come back to my silent reflection. I'm breathing calm and slowly. I'm focused, sitting here in the silence, and I think of peace. And slowly I feel the peace emerging. I'm breathing in peace. I'm breathing out peace. As I have disconnected myself from the outside world in my thoughts, I turn within, and as I move more within myself, I feel the calmness increasing. There is an emerging silence and stillness deep within me, far away from the noise, the upheaval of outside world. I am deep inside me, in my inner world, that is silent, that is peaceful, that is so calm. It's like I'm inside my home, no matter how much storm is outside there. Inside my home, I feel calm, secure. And as I look deep inside into my inner world, I only feel peace. It's like a lake with still water. There is gentle wind. It's a beautiful sunset. Beautiful setting sunlight reflecting on the water. And the gentle breeze is so beautiful. My inner world is so silent and beautiful. In my inner silence, I clearly see all the values. They are always there. The positive values, acceptance, tolerance, compassion, love, happiness. My inner world is always there for me. I simply have to choose to disengage myself from the outside world for a few minutes and go inside. And I will feel every time the unending source of the positive qualities I hold within. In my inner silence, as I tap onto the positive qualities, I start to experience calm, and inner joy emerges. There is peace. And in this peace, I can always see that life is beautiful. I always can remind myself the facts of life. Nothing stops. Time keeps moving. I also choose to move through life. Let every moment pass by, holding on to my inner positive values. I am a living being. What I feel radiates out of me. What is that I want to feel? I can choose all the positive values and feel energized, positive, courageous, happy. What I feel radiates out. It radiates to my body, gives health, relaxes my body. It radiates out to my life, to my relationships, to my tasks, my dreams, my goals. My positive energy not only benefits me or my life, not only it takes me through any situation with lightness and calmness, it also spreads far to the world. I have the power to choose in the inner calmness. Let me remind myself that I can always choose positive. And in this inner true self, In this inner protection of my inner qualities, I always experience the shower of the purest divine energy from up above, constantly surrounding me. That is everywhere, pure, beautiful, happy, relaxing energy. The world is beautiful, and I constantly remind myself and tap onto this inner calmness. And in this inner calmness, I can always see the solution. I can always know what is the right way to move. And I bring benefit to myself. And I cooperate with everyone. I appreciate every moment of my life. And I appreciate everyone. And the life flows. If there is any difficulty, I can see that I can overcome and come to the other side. I am strong. I'm powerful. I'm healthy. My inner protection of values and the divine light are my constant companions. And I constantly choose to move with these values through life. Now, slowly, I come back to the awareness of this body, come back to my day-to-day activities. And I hold on to this power within. Om Shanti.
So excellent, Anu Behan. I'm sure all of you had a fantastic sleeping session.
I hope you did.
No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, pardon me for that. I'm sure all of you are awake and alert. It is still not, it's still good morning. It's not good afternoon as yet, but it's still before 12. So I have to say good morning. So, you know, I'm sure all of you are feeling very nice, light, peaceful, positive. And this is the power of meditation. So what did the first activity teach us? That I know what are the benefits. I very well know. So on a logical level, on a mental level, I know what are the benefits. But why am I not able to use them in my life? Why am I not being able to be positive all the time? Those 1 or 2 questions in the first, remember the sheet which I showed you all? So now, after doing meditation, which basically means simply calming down your mind, your thought process needs to slow down a bit. You need to visualize that you are that energy, the conscient energy driving this body, getting connected to the Supreme Soul. So with all these few techniques, you are able to experience that power of positivity. So to start with, I had shown you the 3 key principles of Vihasa. The first principle was heal thyself. So I'm sure all of you have healed yourself because it is a personal and a team development program. So the personal aspect has been taken care of it. The second key principle was learning through direct experience, facilitated experiential learning. I'm sure all of you in the first activity which you all did, that benefits each one of you has come out with such a good feedback, and the sharing showed like all those benefits, which, so it was basically a teamwork. It was not me or anyone else doing that work. So you all had given us that beautiful sharing. But the third aspect still needs to be taken care of. That is, whatever I have learned here, there are a few exercises which actually we don't, I'm not saying word unfortunately, it is, I feel whatever happens, happens for the best. So we can't do that today because we are having a time crunch. I can't keep you waiting for more than 10-15 minutes because you're already off time. So that is the third aspect, that is what is called action planning. कि यहाँ पे हमने जो सीखा, experience किया, अनुभव किया, उसको हम अपने personal life or professional life में लेके जाए. So that is called the action planning mode, which I think is very, very important because you should be able to translate that. You know, in medicine, we have something called applied. So you have to apply that, like applied anatomy. I know what is the anatomy of the body, but as a surgeon, I should be able to apply it during my operation so that my operative skills are more enhanced. Same thing, I, as a physician, MD medicine, someone is, I know what is physiology, but that physiology should be applied physiology. I can apply it in my clinical practice for treating my patients. So same thing here. I know what is the benefit of positivity. Now I'm empowered also by meditation or whatever method you want to say. It doesn't mean necessarily Raj Yoga meditation. Other meditations you can also do to help your positivity to develop. But now, how can I use them in my at my workplace or personal life? So that will be another session. That will be part 2 of positivity. Mindwell in positivity, we have almost 12 or 13 exercises. Today, in this period of around 1.5 hours, we have only been able to do 2 of them. So I'm sure all of you want to do the positivity part 2 or maybe part 3 as well. So I would now actually request Praful Bhai to and Kosha Behan, because we had discussed that we'll be doing a small poll session, which will help us. It will be a small feedback from your side that what we can improvise on in future. So I would request Praful Bhai to take over. Is that okay? Or Anu Behan wants to say something?
No, all good. You said it
All
fine.
good?
Maybe Praful Bhai can take over about.
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
So thanks, Dr. Manoj. So we will take a short poll which has around 4 questions, and it is very simple. You don't have to type anything. It is just that you have to click if you're using a PC, or you need to just tap upon the right options. So the first 3 questions are multiple choice, and the last question is one choice. So on your screen, I'm launching the poll. Please take a minute's time, and yeah, you all can start submitting the poll. This will be very helpful for us to arrange future sessions. So the first question is, what I enjoyed about this workshop was. So there are a couple of options: clear learning outcomes, presentation style, learning activities, space, meeting people, action planning, chance to reflect. So whatever you all feel that you all could learn in this period, just hit that button and go and hit the next button so that the next question appears on your screen. So y'all can choose multiple choice. It's just that you need to tap if you're using a mobile phone or click if you're using a PC. Once y'all hit the next button, second question will appear. What I did not enjoy was, and there are same questions, or rather similar options like learning activities, action planning, pace, style, unclear learning outcomes, and presentation. So y'all can choose any one or none, whatever y'all feel, and y'all can move on to the third question. Third question is, my overall view of this event is, overall, what did you all really enjoy? Medicare, stimulating, challenging, poor, thought-provoking, engaging, irrelevant, calming, excellent, boring. So again, you all can choose multiple. And the last question, I think many of you all have already completed it. What would you like to attend part 2 of positivity workshop to be scheduled on next Saturday, 9 a.m. So yeah, the date and time we are announcing now itself. If you all are wanting to attend, then we will just have this limited group. We won't have any other participants, because as you all see that if we have limited participants, it becomes a good more interaction. So if yes, you all can hit the yes button, and if no, yeah, then accordingly. And the third option is not sure. Maybe if you all are planning outside, or there could be some reasons you're not sure.
Praful Bhai, I don't know why we can't click the submit button after typing the feedback.
Y'all should be able to click, but if not, you can just, it's okay, I think, because there could be some technical glitch.
Okay, okay.
Each phone is a different thing.
Manoj bhai, I don't think hosts and panelists can
Yeah, I know that very well. But the thing is, I'm logged into the PC also. So through my PC, I can write down all the feedback also. So, but the submit button is looks like it is locked or something. Anyway.
Oh.
Doesn't matter.
So I'll just wait for another 15 seconds. We already have more than 50% responding to the poll. In case if you're unable to respond, just like Dr. Manoj, it's okay. You can also give your feedback on the chat window. And if you all have any feedback specific you would like to put down in words, you can put down in the chat window, because I think that we are short on time. So although you would like to take a verbal feedback, but time may not permit us.
Okay,
We are already exceeded.
sorry to interrupt. Someone told me that even Abhijit PC is not able to do. So someone finally told me that if all the questions may, you have to at least select one option. I know the second question, what I did not enjoy was, at least I felt I enjoyed everything. So I didn't click anything on that. So in the second session also, you have to click something or the other. That's a bit odd, because you have to give some negative feedback. That means
Yeah,
for
so
sure.
maybe next time we'll have none of above, something like that we'll have. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not realize that. Okay, so we'll
No
end the poll.
problem.
I think we have almost 75% have already responded. So thanks. And yeah, I have the result in front of me. Maybe I can share that, because we don't mind sharing the results. You can see on the screen, we have around 52% clear learning outcomes. Presentation also liked. Learning activities, I think, gets the maximum vote. 72% really like the activities. And chance to reflect is also 68%. So that's very good. Pace, I think, less vote. Maybe we can work on the pace. That's fine. Second question, what I did not really enjoy, again, pace, I find getting higher this thing. So
So
rest
I
all,
have
I
a
think.
question. Did they think the pace was too fast or too slow?
Yeah, y'all can just put into the comment section, the chat window, all the participants. My overall view of the event is, again, thought-provoking gets the maximum hit, 76%. Engaging also 64%, which is good, and 40% goes to simulating. None of them voted for poor, irrelevant, boring. Okay, so none of them found it irrelevant.
Thank you, Praful bhai.
Yeah, and the last question is, what would you like to attend? So 92% voted for yes, and not sure 8%. So not sure, again, I assume it probably they might be having some challenges, but none of them voted no. So that is very good, I think, good outcome. So I'll stop sharing the results. So that's all from the feedback part. I think apart from the page thing, which I will mention the comment window to the hosts, most of you enjoyed, and yeah, we will definitely improve more upon this training. We generally have these sessions in a classroom setup, or in a hall wherein we get to see each other. But this is the first time we're experimenting in the virtual setup, and I'm very happy that so many of you all signed up for this and really spent 2 hours of your precious time. And I hope it would be benefiting to you all as well. So that's all
And
from my
before
side.
you,
So
sorry, I just remember a few spontaneous things. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. I was wondering, participants can just tell us if you all want this to include, to go on from 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Is it okay? It's already 2.5 hours today. So Praful bhai, you can ask whatever.
Yeah. So yeah, if you all feel, we can extend it half an hour, because sometimes we feel that online 2 hours is also sometimes more. But if you all feel, you all can again, we can extend it for half an hour, because that is how we can have more learning outcomes and more sharing. So you all can just, just mention on the chat window. I don't have a poll question right now.
No, but many of them are saying yes. So I think it's unanimously yes. That's fine. So I think we'll make it 9 to 11:30 next session.
So you all can use the same meeting ID. No need to register again. And next Saturday, just a couple of minutes before 9, you all can log in, so that we can start with a meditation, and then we'll have the future other exercises. So thanks all again for joining in. Anubhan and Koshaben, would you like to add anything before we wind up the session?
No, I think
final
everything
comments?
was really good, and thank you everyone for being so participative and attending really well. And I saw that after we got back from the breakout rooms, everyone had a smile on their faces. So I'm sure everyone enjoyed the session, and I did too. So thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll also say the same what Kosha said, and I also enjoyed, and thank you very much for all of you who were participating very enthusiastically, and very happy to have you here. Thank you.
And one more thing before we close, at every session in Brahma Kumaris, we always start with and end with 1 minute of silence. So thanking all the participants and the facilitators, and 1 minute of silence, and then you all can leave the session. Thank you. This 1 minute of silence is a reflective silence whereby we reflect on what I have done in the past 2 hours, and also would like to thank God, the supreme power, supreme energy, for giving me this opportunity, because this 2 hours was really an eye-opener for me. I have given so much of time for myself, for healing myself. So it's really a rare thing which I have done in so many days. So to thank God for that. So I think there we are, and we'll come up with, normally in the programs we always say आगे क्या आने वाला है, recap करते हैं, and then we say next coming up, next what. So in the coming up session, I would just want to say that we'll be learning much more on appreciation and how to appreciate people. That is one thing, and also we'll be going in the depths of more of how to implement positivity at workplace. That's it. I think. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Please keep your links safe, the email, so you all will need them joining back the next weekend. Have a great day, great weekend. Meet you next Saturday at 9. Om Shanti.
Thank you, everyone.
Shanti.